Hi everyone, my name's Michelle and I wanted to talk a little bit about transitioning from a full-time job into owning your own business and being a full-time business owner. Now, some of you can quit your job and you can go right into owning your own business without worrying so much about that temporary loss of income while you're building your business up, but not everybody can do that. So I wanted to introduce and talk about a more gradual approach to this process. So the first thing I would recommend doing is researching the business industry that you are going into. So if you're already working in the industry that you are trying to get into, you'll already know a lot about it. So you may not have to do a lot of research here, but it's still good to look around, see what other companies are doing, research laws and regulations related to your field just to make sure you're following all guidelines. And then, of course, in general, you'll want to do a little research on owning and running a business in general if you've never done this before. Now, I just want to point out that if you have a non-compete agreement in place with your current employer, you will want to seek the advice of an attorney before you do anything because you don't want to violate any agreements that you have in place. So the second step would be to plan your business. And this is going to be things like deciding on your company's structure, whether you're going to be a sole proprietorship, corporation, and so on. Thinking about your business name and coming up with a name. Thinking about your target customer. Thinking about what services you're going to offer. Set up a potential pricing plan. And maybe even set up a tentative start date, set some goals, and then also think about when you are going to have time to work on your business. Because remember, if you have a full-time job, you still have to go to work, and most people can't work on their own business during their work hours. So you'll have to come up with some time in your schedule, realistically, of when you will be able to work on your business. Right now, you'll be spending that time actually planning and setting things up, but eventually that time will be spent on actually providing services or providing products to customers. And then the third step will be to actually start setting up your business. And in this step, you will need to do things like file any paperwork with any government agencies, set up any tax ID numbers if that's relevant, start setting up your website or your social media pages, order some business cards, set up any software accounts. For example, if you are going to be a bookkeeper, you may go ahead and set up a QuickBooks Pro Advisor account, or you may set up other software programs, other websites. Go ahead and start setting those up. Have a business email address, set that up. Any organizational documents that you want to use in your business. For example, you'll want to have an engagement letter of some sort if you're going to be having a service business. If you think you're going to be getting customers quickly, you may decide to go ahead and open a business bank account. So just things like that, you're going to want to start setting up so you'll be ready for customers. And then the fourth step is going to be actually going out and trying to find customers. Now, I have a whole video on finding customers in my How to Become a Virtual Bookkeeper series, but I just want to give you some key points here so that you know where to get started. The first thing is to think about your target customer and where they might be looking for services that you are offering, or looking for products that you are offering. So if you're selling products, you might look at websites like Etsy and Amazon and eBay. Whereas if you're selling services, you might look at websites like Upwork and Fiverr, where you can bid on jobs or offer services. I think you can offer services on Etsy as well. So in other words, you want to start looking at websites that you can set up a profile and start offering your products or services on that website, in addition to your own website or Facebook page or social media pages. Another thing would be to talk to family and friends, let them know that you have this new business, and to send customers your way. Another way would be to get on social media, For example, Facebook groups is a good way that I see people selling their services. And you just want to find groups related to your specific type of business. For example, if you are offering some sort of social media service to real estate agents, you would probably want to join some real estate agent Facebook groups. Or if you have more of a local service, maybe you're going to join some local groups in your specific city and offer your services there, like cleaning services. I see a lot of people in my local city group posting that they're looking for a cleaning service. I see that all the time. So it's just going to depend on what your business type is as far as where you are going to advertise and focus your energy. And you can also do pamphlets, ads, and things like that locally, put out your business cards. There's a lot of different ways that you can try to get customers. Okay, and then once you start getting customers, now you're going to be actually selling your products and services, providing the services, and you're going to basically be running your business part-time. So now you are going to focus your energy, instead of trying to get customers, now you're going to focus your energy on actually doing the work for the customers that you have. So basically, you would just work on your customers during the designated times that you had planned for in the beginning, but just realize that you may have to adjust a little bit at this point to make sure you're available for the customers that you have. So just kind of keep in mind that you may need to be a little flexible here and change things around. Now that you actually have customers and see what it's like, and you're starting to create your workflows, you may need to make some changes to make it work for you. And then, of course, you're going to continue advertising. But at this point, you'll know where you're getting customers. You'll know where your first customers came from. So that'll help you by giving you feedback so you know where to focus your energy on advertising. And then as you're running your business, you are going to start to get to a point where it is difficult to manage working full-time and trying to work on your business part-time. So you're going to have to make some tough decisions here on what to do about your job, and make sure your job is going to allow time for you to continue working on your business, because hopefully your business is starting to grow and you're getting more customers. So you're going to want to make sure that you're doing a good job for your customers, and you may have to cut back on your job situation a little bit at this point. So you might be able to jump right into working on your business full time and quit your job altogether. But if you can't do that, an option would be to change your work situation to a part-time job instead of full-time. So ideally, you would ask your current employer if you can work part-time instead of full-time. That would allow you to cut back your hours there and have more time to work on your business. If you can't do that, you may have to make a decision to leave that job and go find a different job that's part-time that allows you to continue working on your business. I really don't like the idea of jumping from job to job. That can be a little stressful. But if you have to do that to make it to your end goal of working in your business full-time, that may be a decision that you have to make. So definitely leave that as a possibility. But at this point, if you still need that income from your job and you're not quite ready to do your business full-time yet, then trying to find a part-time job situation may be a good solution for you. And then eventually, you're going to get to a point where you're getting enough customers and your business is doing well. And then you're going to be able to leave whatever other job situations you're in. You're going to be able to leave this part-time job. So that would be your final point where you are finally now a full-time business owner. Now, how long it takes you to get from the first step to the last step just depends on your business. It just depends on how quickly you can get clients. And there are several factors involved. It might only take you 3 months. It might take you 9 months. It might take you a year and a half. But as long as you follow this plan step by step, you should be able to achieve becoming a full-time business owner. And you really probably didn't need me to tell you this step-by-step process. It's pretty much for the most part common sense. But I think sometimes people just need a push in that direction. They need someone to help them break it down into pieces that they can work on step by step. So I hope you found this video helpful, and thank you for watching.